Yes.
Yeah. So I was saying, if you continue with your revision as you translate now from Form 1 to Form 2, using the revision materials, you are likely to even see a bigger decline, even than the one you have noted at the moment. The reason is, as you move on now, the teacher has covered a lot of work and they may not pick a specific concept for a question. They can formulate a question using different concepts. That way, you cannot answer such a question if you only mastered the questions in that area. You can only be able to answer the question if you had mastered the concept itself. Because now these are what you call application questions. So now, um, looking at what you stated one, you're not able to do calculation questions. When you do an assessment of your past papers, you're noticing that calculation questions are the ones that you are not able to answer. Secondly, you are mentioning that you are not able to answer the questions which you covered recently. That's a clear indication that in either of the two incidences is because you did not master the content. Because you confess you've been using revision books as your revision material. My advice is you have now to go back to textbooks, not revision materials. You have to go back to textbooks and read the concept to understand. Then once you have understood the concepts, go now to the revision books. The reason you are noticing that decline, and if you don't check on it, it's going to now flow into all the other subjects, is because you have been doing a lot of revision questions, but you don't have the concept at the back of your mind. You've not yet mastered concepts. So get textbooks, real textbooks. Read the textbooks. Read to understand. And then now go to answer the questions. When the teacher twists a question anyhow, especially calculation questions, it's about changing concepts here and there, and then you use the understanding of the concept to answer that question. When I am giving you a question on the chemical families in chemistry, I'll bring a lot of many other things you've covered there before. I'll bring the concept of the structure of the atomic structure. I can bring in the concept of acid, bases, and indicators in Form 1. I can bring in air and compaction because in chemical families, you learn about reactions of elements in air. So if you never understood the real being behind air and compaction in Form 1, you only learned how to answer questions, then you will not be able to answer the question I bring to you. You are seeing this is a question from chemical families. But in this question about chemical families, I have brought in a lot of what you covered in some topics in Form 1. Now in Form 1, you only mastered the questions. You never got the concept itself. Now, trying to apply those concepts to my question you are seeing like it is from chemical families becomes very difficult. I don't know whether we are communicating.
Yeah, I understand.
Does it make sense? Does it like hit you? This could be my problem, or you think your problem is not around there?
I think this is the problem.
Yeah, you think it is the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, the understanding of the concepts. So my advice is please go back to your books. Go back to your books. Maybe I'll take a little bit of our time. I try to show you how now to understand concepts, because if you don't understand concepts, as now you pile up, you see you're just starting the Form 2 work. and you've already started noticing the difference in your answering questions. Now it's going to pile up. If you don't change your study method, then it's not going to be good on your side. That's why you notice now going to even lower marks than what you are getting now. So maybe you can take a little bit of our time. I try to show you a bit of how you can do your study correctly with the intention of understanding concepts. Okay?